Right guys, let's get stuck in with another week of getting absolutely pummeled in January. Don't have any confidence for this video at all, so just going to shrink this down and then we're going to go back to where we left off. I'm just going to double check that I've deleted everything, or not deleted it, I've stored it away. So this is where we got to, just going to double check this. Yep. Awful week that was. So where were we? We had a trade running, which we left over the weekend, which looks like a bit of a mistake now. Looking at it with a fresh pair of eyes from another day. We are going to do what we always do. We're going to go back to the weekly. I've left all the, the main stuff on there just to save a bit of time. I don't have enough time this evening to go through the complete start again. If you want to look at the videos of the strategy, by the way, go back and look at one of the previous videos because I go through it quite a lot. The rules are slightly changing at the moment. So we made quite an important rule change in January to boss and chock, and we're just making a couple of rule changes to order blocks as well. They're not necessarily rule changes, they're just what makes a better order block versus what makes a standard one. But it just comes down to common sense. So let me just clear up the charts and see if there's anything nearby. We've got that one there, and that's it. On the weekly, there's nothing great. Yeah, exactly. Got one there and yeah, one here. So we'll drop down to the daily, okay, and just double check this. We have currently the market pushed up a tiny bit on the Friday. We had this big sell-off. Got probably this inside bar as a potential for the daily. Now, just to give a bit of a disclaimer, this is relevantly recent charts, okay? So I'm still familiar with the flow of the market, and I know that we're probably down here these days at the moment. I look at the daily, and I use EU more than anything else. So I know that the market drops off. I think we're in a recovery phase at the moment, but nonetheless, it drops off somewhere. I don't remember exactly where it is, and I try not to give any bias. I try to just do it as the strategy suggests. But there is obviously the overarching use your common sense as well. So you could be going pro trend on the, H4 could be going up, for example, but it just makes sense to take a downward trend trade, on the M15 because price action is telling you to do it. So, any of that I'll try and explain as I'm going through, okay? But, I try to stick to the rules as exact as I can. So yeah, on the daily, we're dropping off. We've got daily, I was just about to say daily chock down here. So technically speaking, we're not really looking to take shorts, from the daily perspective. We want to be taking long. So this isn't a solid order block. It's being rebalanced and it's an inside bar. So really, there's nothing on the daily apart from the rebalance. H4, just gonna have a quick glance at what there is. There's an H4 down here. Any H4s left up above? Not particularly, maybe this, but is that the, no, okay. Just looks like another one which happened around about that time. Gonna go from the base of that, call that a, what was it, an H4, and I remember this being mentioned, so yes, I'd have pointed it out, but also just a bit of a disclaimer, I remember this one being mentioned. So just talk through this, okay? So just use common sense. Market is trending down, we get a sideways channel, so let me just draw it on like this. Market coming down, upward channel. You got about a 65–70% chance of that happening, okay? Down, upward channel, down, okay? It's fairly common that the market is going to continue in the same direction as the original trend. And I think from memory, we do the same here, okay? I'm not entirely sure, but I think that we do. Of course, I'm going to try not to be biased. Of course, I'll take the losses on here just to show you how the strategy would work. But some of the trades you'd probably talk yourself out of because you're using a bit of common sense, and other trades you'd probably talk yourself out of thinking you're using common sense when actually you should have taken it. So take everything the strategy tells you to do, and then just add in the extra trades that you want to do if you want to be a little bit risque, you know, and it's fine doing that as well because it's just part of the life of being a trader. So that's an H4 right there, and there's no H4s behind us. That's already mitigated that. And there's just that. Okay, so really simple, down to the M15, and we can hopefully just get stuck in. There's one here, possibly, like possibly. But in reality, we're already in a trade from there. You don't want to just double down on the same, literally the very same position. So we're not going to do that. I'll keep this on here just because it will extend that across without it getting to, you know, green or blue or whatever. I'm just going to examine everything down here. So the market really on the M50. Oh, actually, sorry, I just forgot to do Boston Chalk on the H4. You know, again, you don't have to use Boston Chalk. Like I sort of use it, but I don't use it religiously. It just helps generally with your confidence of taking a trade in a certain direction based on where the order blocks are. We trade zone to zone. Go back and have a look at the rules. But I'm just going to double check that this is right. So let's say Chalk was here, bossed, and probably internal structure right there. So I'm going to leave Chalk up there. Yeah, there's internal stuff going on, but down. You know, the market's going down. Look at this, like big black drop there, big black drop there, and all the white push-ups, you know, were ages ago. Yeah, it's common sense. Market's going down now. M15, let's go. Let's just get stuck in and hopefully just plow through this week. I don't have an enormous amount of time, so I'm going to go relatively fast, hopefully, compared to usual. So let's just do the automatic. Right, so that one would have lost if you did it. Obviously you wouldn't because we're already in that one, and we've carried it over and straight into a loss at the very start of the week. So I'm just going to put that there so I don't forget it when I'm doing the markup. So obviously we're trying to get up at the moment, trying to go a little bit longer. Is there anything left behind? Maybe this, actually, come to think of it. Don't think we're going to have enough on it. Yeah, we're not. 3. If we do that, we could. Could do it. We got this area. Let me think about this. Okay, so this is the H4. That's an M15. All right, so push up was here. Press down, push up, press down, down. Okay, so it's from the base to the top of that grabby candle, and that candle just grabbed liquidity out of this. So this is the order block that I'm interested in, extending up to here. So I'm gonna tell you what, we'll use the blue one, not a cover. Oh no, that's it. Like it is a 15. It wasn't H4. It's a 15 now. All right, cool. That's brought us closer to that. So let's see. We could squeeze out a 4 if we manipulate this. Maybe. You know, it's not superb, but I'd be punching out. What time is it? 3:30 in the morning. That's a 2 o'clock. You know, if you're awake, you might take it. You know, as a pending order, but if you're watching it, you'd be cancelling this. But for the purpose of the video, we'll be in. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, indeed. Gone. All right. Get another loss on there. Get rid of this. Let's just Look at that. Right, liquidity sweep, 6:30 in the morning, 7:15. Got London pressed down with a wick. Give us something else. That's more like it. Body. That's more, or not. Wick forming, swept under here. This looks fairly decent. It's swept that, mitigated here. Yes, we've got a little bit of a touch from this wicky candle, but you know, sometimes you can't help it. You don't always get a clear sell-off, so I'll be quite happy with that. Oh, did I just miss the potential? Nah, don't worry about it. I was going to say about this, but it's fine. Just as well. All right, so if I don't use this very often at all, the M15. But if we're working our way down, oh no, it's not chock, is it? It'll be boss. So M15 boss. Work our way down, work our way down. Now again, but we're just getting it with wick after wick after wick. We do have the stats on the probability of it continuing like this, but it's not looking brilliant. It's not brilliant, but there is this. But what I'm looking at is potential for liquidity to sweep into here, but that's quite a decent drop off. The couple of pins down here I really don't like the look of. It's showing a bit of strength in the market to go back up. But maybe get into this. So if we manage to get into this, so this is what I'm thinking. That'd be ideal. Or we're gonna go probably up to that and then down. So I would probably place trades off of both of these, even though this one hasn't broken the structure. So technically it's not in play, it's not valid yet. And it's got the liquidity run. But we have that and then a strong push. I think we'll mark it up if we get into it. All right, we'll mark it up if we get into it. We'd possibly be close to getting in it now. Definitely be in it now. And sulking, because we're out. Okay, so another X. But yeah, genuinely, if this is the first time that you've seen one of my videos, just go back and watch a few of the others. The strategy got over 2,000% last year, so don't sweat having a couple of percent loss in a week or two, because I just closed out a week last week with plus 45 hour, because I'm not risking 1% anymore because I'm not using these dirty prop firms. Yeah, did a fair bit better. So anyway, don't like that. This has been left behind, not bad. Possibility for another one. But again, we have this above. This one where I would say to people, we'll set an alert, you know, put an alert right there, or maybe just a little bit lower and just watch price come in. Use a stop order if you can, or something like that. And we're not breaking this with momentum, so to me, it's kind of like there's an incentive to get past that in there. We got the break and then we got a pullback straight away. So all of that's liquidity, all of that, well, coming into here. Okay, maybe we're just going to get punched in the face again. There we go, leaving a bit of strength behind. That might do it. I'll get a order ready for that. I'll mark it up if we come into it, but this I would feed up to, you know, at least up to here. All right, don't get the chance, but hey. All right, not good. So that's a -1 as well. Just saving myself time, not drawing them on at the moment. In. Out. definitely out. Okay, probably the worst statistical start we've ever had within a day, but it doesn't matter. It's 5R or 5% or whatever you're risking. And we've now got into this funky M15, which, to be honest, it's an M15, isn't it? So we could short from it, because where's the H4 going? Just thought about that. It was an H4, but we've actually found an M15. So we can go short. Just thought about that. And if you're whining at the moment, going, oh, but you're seeing it in hindsight, let's just say it's a stop order. So if it goes straight through this, we're not going to take a loss. If it comes back to take a win, we get tagged in. So I'll win either way. Okay, cool. Actually, it depends what time it is. 6:45 in the morning, absolutely fine. So this would be heading down. We're in, so draw on. Let's just put that there. Target. All right. So initial target for me would be break past that. It's about a 1 to 4. I'll be happy with that. Then we've got the H4 structure, 1 to 7. Then we have the daily rebalance, which is 1 to 9. So let's do boss. Go from there. Or we go from here, because boss is the obvious area where we need to go. And then we're going to go to the H4 down here, but we still need to bounce off a daily rebalance, because that's what daily rebalances do most of the time. So we're going to go for daily rebalance. 1 to 9. Come at me. That's more like it. I'll move that way. Let me just see where. Oh, I've got too much on the screen. There we go. Just gonna check the highs. Yeah, okay, so we've got a M15 chock here to start getting short if we can. Rejecting off a decent area. All right, cool. Looks like we're on. Okay, so we can get shorts, and I would probably go from, you know what, I'll draw it. If we get tagged in, I'll tag it in. All right, cool. Gonna do that. Sorry, just cracking my back. I don't know if you can hear that. All right, looks like we didn't get it, but there's a chance. No. Nope, let's go in. Let's go in. It's probably a bit of a risk now at that distance. Kind of like this. If that was an inside bar, I'd be all over it. That one's not valid because we chocked. I'll probably go from I'd have preferred this one to have the black candle sweep the internal, the inside bar, but this is all right as well. Just continuation trade. It looks like it's halfway between the range. I quite like them, but inside bar I would prefer, and also for the black candle to sweep that as well. So not particularly strong. All right, we're out. That's why. That's why. I even talked myself out of it, but I still nut to that, so let's just get rid of that now, because it will be in the way. And then we still have this one, which I'm now feeling a bit nervous about. Alright, gaining strength downwards again. There we are. Keep going. Let's hope it keeps going. I kind of want to be careful with all this now. I want to change the target on this. Kind of want to change the target. Looking at these wicks coming down. You know what, don't be greedy, just change it. It's okay to change your mind. But I feel like I'll be selling out. With that one I targeted this. but then again, we've chalked up higher. We'll see. We'll see next candle. Hang on. Okay, so it's kind of telling us that it's going to reject this area. Let me think of this. Hang on. What? I want to have a look at the H4. So I just need to go back a little bit. I'm going to go back a little bit and then I'm going to check the H4, see what it looks like. So it did press up, it's with wicks. Makes sense to break the H4 next. And then that is just like an extra target, but you need to start looking at potentially bank profits if you care about what your weekly is, which for the purpose of the video we do. I'm going to change the target to this, just so we can get something out of it. Okay, looks like we probably didn't need to. Alright, look at that. So anyway, we changed the target. I said that I changed the target, so we're going to stick to that. But we're going to bank 7.19. So I'm okay with that. In that instance, would you just take partials or something? Like, I don't think that I would. I don't really take partials unless it's like, you know, just prior to a red news event. I'm in decent profit, but my stop loss isn't far away enough to be safe. Maybe take like 3/4 off a trade and just let like a little bit left. Yeah, maybe that, but I'm okay with doing that. The actual rule is to go for this anyway, but the sort of common sense in me says the daily rebalances. So, and creates a reaction, so just get ready for that. Not quite real chock or even internal chock, but we are chocking. Hard to describe. Anyway, H4 gets to come down now. I'll show that when I get the chance in a minute. Which means if that was an H4, then H4 will also, I think, move to here. I will double check that on the H4 when we get the chance, but I think H4 is just consolidated a bit. Let me just close that up and think, is there anything here? No. That will now be chocking to get to it, so we're not interested. That one's still a bit interesting. Just thinking support and resistance on these areas. No, nothing spectacular. Hang on, what day are we? Oh, it's only Wednesday. All right, I'm gonna hurry up. No way. All right, it didn't do anything. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, sorry, that just jumped. So, there's a bit of a trade there. Right here. Kind of missed that. On the way back up. Broken past this. When did I start accelerating it? It was probably just here. So, don't know, I feel a little bit silly going back and saying we can mark this up and target up here. But there is a long that we could have taken. I won't add it to my result. I know this is absolutely a hindsight trade and it's going counter trend now, but there is a trade here which you'd have been absolutely, oh man, you definitely would be taking this because it's London start. So, you know, we'd cleared that during the Frankfurt, yeah. So, you know, you target up to, hang on, that's old. So where would we be targeting? Probably the base of that, probably there. So that would have been a decent trade that you could have taken. We'll leave that on, but we won't mark it as a tick. All right, so I won't add that to the result, but you would absolutely be taking that trade in a live market. It looks like we might be potentially reversing now anyway. Oh, rebalance. Okay, just rebalanced off of that. Oop. So rebalanced, working our way up higher maybe. This has been mitigated, so we don't need to worry about that. Let me close that. So target is going to be the H4. Yep, H4 is going to be a target for any longs. So with this, yeah, you'd go for nearby because it's counter trend. Yeah, at the same time, H4 chock, I wouldn't really care that H4 chock is here. Oh yeah, I did say that we're going to check the H4. So let me just have a look now. So yeah, H4 did move to there, which is cool. So you can pretty much move to H4 when just looking at the M15. And okay, so the next candle, sorry about this, the next candle on the M15 clearly broke H4 chock. We're heading up to this H4 here. All right, that's where my instinct is telling me, because it's the white candle to the top of that bit, and after that goes, that's nothing but pure liquidity. So yeah, this is where we're going to be heading. So yes, we may be looking at chock going up there, but whatever. There we go, and we almost touched it, and we didn't. But look at that for a sell-off. So there's potentially a... No, I was going to say that there's a possible order block here, but it's not solid. There might be one here, bit of a funny looking one. Just need to analyze this. Again, just going to move that out of the way. I want to add that to our result. I think we're going to need it. So press down, up, down. Okay, so that wouldn't be the order block, it would be that, which means that, nah, okay, that comes off. Sometimes you just need to look at it and think, okay, time to analyze it. It's not an order block. Market is shifting. Oh, and H4 chock is naturally just going to move after the close of the H4, which we have had. Okay, so the H4 chock would technically have been there. We've just wicked it with an M15, so, and I'd call that a rebalance on the H4. Yeah. See how it breaks past this, if it does. Left behind a fairly decent straight up. If we get a break, I'd be happy. Be happy with this. Yeah, happy with that. Okay, I'll mark this up if we come back to it. At the moment, anyway. Oh, and also, sorry. Right, so those two are fairly decent. This is swept. Yes, it's got a load of imbalance above it. Then we got this, and if that goes, then we've got the H4, which we'd ideally want chock out of. Ignore this, I haven't updated it. So, sorry, H4 will be down. Yeah, let's go. I'll just try and pause it every now and then, see if I spot anything decent. Otherwise, it would be a super long video, and I do have to go in a sec. Markets. No, I just said that wouldn't work. Oh well. And now we've got the incentive to get into this. But we have GDP growth rate, ECB press conference. All right, and okay, so you wouldn't set an order off of this because we've got major news coming up. There we go. All right, red news has happened. That would give you some short-term happiness. So I'll mark out the missed opportunity. I did say it's not an order block. It's the inside bar order block though. That would have been a good sort of 10R by itself. So maybe, maybe there was opportunity this week. I just screwed it up over here. Oh, let's keep going. Inside bar. No, it didn't get the sweep. We've learnt our lesson, have we not? From over here. And even that one where price just ran through it, we haven't got the sweep. We're rejecting again off of that daily rebalance, which is this area. Should I have tried to go long off of here? Nah. No, because we're working our way back down. Okay, so H4 boss, head into that area. Daily rebalance has been well, broken into now, so remove that, get this out of the way. What are we waiting on? White candle, can't use that, can't use this. Could I? No, because it's not had the sweep. Just wait it out. Wick break, just tap on the boss. Great, not fantastic. Where are we going up to? Don't want to shoot into next week by accident. So Friday there. All right, nearly at the end of the week now. See if we can just grab a little win. Nice little sweep. We haven't pressed above here. I know it says boss, but just imagine it's chalk. All right. We'll now move to there. We're now going to call it chalk. Can't really see anything. What was that, by the way? Consumer confidence, no one cares. Core PC price index. Okay, so that's possibly big. Hello. 9 o'clock. Sweep. Oh. Alright, so we've bossed up on the M15. I want to steal a win. Imbalance. We've tried to come down. We didn't. This is the support and resistance area. A changeover candle, I think it's called. I'm not sure. But it's only an opposite candle. But we do have this, which looks alright. So maybe, and maybe that one as well. No, it's left us behind. I wonder if... No, it makes no logical sense. No. I'm just trying to think of excuses to get into the market because we've got probably, oh, no time now. Ahead of the news. And yeah, 2 more candles until I can jump to the H4. There we go. That's why you don't trade the news. 1 more candle. Now do a quick check on the H4. Right. So H4 boss actually moved down there. H4 chalk is actually slightly higher. Yeah, not brilliant. Not brilliant at all. And we might as well just run towards the end of the week. I'd want to say this white candle here. We're sort of, yeah, we have chopped back down. It's only with wicks. M15, can you treat it differently? Yes. Do I? Yes. Does that mean that you should? Well, you need to do your own back testing and find out. Well, if I had done, I'd be in this trade now. Yeah, look at this liquidity. Oh, just as I say it. Oh, left one behind. Hang on, going for this. Like a 15-minute short, maybe. Just try and grab something out of the market. Would we be in? We would. Let's line it up. We're in the final 4 hours now, so just expect a doji. Don't expect anything incredible. Possibly even just a rebalance here. Just try and grab something out of the market because it's fairly obvious what it's doing. Yay. Oh. Oh, it's oh no. Yeah, there's liquidity under there now. Just drop. And you close. You would close the next candle, possibly. One more, you'd close on that red one pretty much. but get out half an hour before the end of the week. Save yourself some issues. Let's just double check we got that right. 2.94, nope, not even that. 2.85, and you close it out for the end of the week. Just for a bit of saving grace. So we missed a couple of trades, okay? So there was one here, which to be fair, I was flicking through too quick, but you take it, even though it's counter trend, you take it because it's common sense. And I think there was another one somewhere around, I don't know, there was another one around here, which we may have missed, which was a few pips. So just to count it up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, could have sworn there were more losses, 6 losses and a win for 7.19 and a win for, call that, just round that up to 10, yeah. So 10 minus 6 plus 4, maybe plus another 8, okay, so plus 12-ish, which is not a bad week given what most strategies will give you. Tough, challenging, it kind of did what it was meant to do. It grabbed liquidity from the daily rebalance and then it went up to the H4. It did react from that nice order block right there, which we refined from an H4 down to an M15, so we got a good trade off of that. Also, this could have gone longer, couldn't it? It could have gone to wherever it was there, I think. So that could have been 9R, but we're just being a little bit more conservative given how poor January was. So yeah, there's a few decent trades. But yeah, come back next week. Hopefully our markets improve a little bit better. I'm using my personal trading account at the moment and my win rate has shot straight up. It's over 40% now since the start of February. So, and I'm starting to accelerate the growth of that account now, which is really good fun. Tempted to do a very public challenge. I'm gonna keep that to myself for the moment. I'm discussing it with a few of the guys in FTR, link below by the way, about doing a very, very public challenge using real money, not using prop firms. But we'll see. The strategy is brilliant. Can't beat it, I don't think. Yeah, any questions, stick them in the comments. If you want to trade alongside me and the guys in the group, we've got another trainer. Very, very similar trader to me called Sam. Super consistent. A little bit less risk. You know, he doesn't take as many risks as me, but yeah, very, very good. Catch you in the next one. Thank you very much.